Alright, here we go. 22 weeks out from my next competition, weighing 274, fresh off of backing out of the American Pro, which still sucks. Doing some PT and chiropractic work to get my hip back in place. Kind of threw together a bit of a program, starting out here with speed slash pause squats against some chains. No longer walking squats out since I don't need to for king and queen of the platform down in Tampa, Jordan Wong's meet. So this should help with keeping my hips healthier or my pelvis healthier. No more sumo deadlift outside of the elevated wheel stuff that I like to do for glute and hamstring work. So my normal day one stuff always starts with squats, but I'm thinking of changing that a little bit for this program. I'm going to make Sunday my heavy lower day, either heavy squats or heavy deadlifts, depending on kind of the feel of my pelvis and everything. But after all those squats, my hip felt pretty good. I did a little bit new warm-ups per my physical therapist, and just trying to keep my pelvis in an aligned position. Um, did some volume wheels here, 360 for 5, actually using my hook grip because I want to continue on with that. During the last prep for the American Pro, I actually got pretty good at it. I'm getting faster with that setup. So last time I used it in a competition was in Vegas a few years ago, where I lost 650. So I'm kind of hoping for some redemption. Um, Moved into some stiff legs here again. A lot of volume, moving, trying to just do whatever I can, lower body wise, hamstring. You can never do enough hamstring work, then just into some leg press and calf raises with some adductor work. Day two, front squats felt weird. I could not find a good footing for me. 225 here, and I think I moved up to 275 on the next set. The hips actually kind of bothered me, so I'm not sure if squatting 2 days in a row, whether it be a back squat or a front squat, is still a good idea. I'm probably going to change this around a little bit. I do love front squats. It's a great secondary squat movement. I think it builds up so much core stability, so much quad strength. It's just kind of one of those things that I have to do. So then just a couple more accessories: ham glute raise, ab work. The landmine is I changed up the landmine work. That feels really good for the obliques and the core. Day three, moved on to some torque slash technique bench work. A little bit of band tension, a little bit of pause off the belly. Kept it really light, but really forceful, really intentful as well. Trying to bring the bar out strong, engage the lats, use the lats to lower it, slight pause and push off the lats into the arms. Really good bench day. Bench hasn't really been a problem lately, but I figure if this is the lift that is 100% healthy, I should really try to maximize as much as possible through this prep to get my bench as close to, if not at 500 by the time December rolls around. But I also have to be patient and not try to push it too hard, because when you push it too hard, that's when bad things happen, and I'm done with bad things. And I brought back four board work after I decided I was backing out of the American Pro. I watched a whole bunch of my old videos here on YouTube and looked at some of the things that I didn't do that made things better, and four board work was one of them. I think I used to do three board work, but I kind of like four board work better because I just feel it all in the tries. All right, day four. This was a really fun day. Back to conventional deadlifts, getting used to hook grip in conventional. 484 moved a lot better than I thought. No hip pain, no nothing. 539, a little bit slower, but still moved really nice. So I decided to go a little heavier and slow but solid. Real happy. And then for some reason, I threw on the wheels to do all my heavy wheel work. I'm not sure if this was such a good idea. I'm probably going to change that around. 591 here, a little slow. I kind of like the fact that I'm getting used to putting more and more weight into it. Look at this idiot. So I went back down to the bar onto the floor, put a belt on, and it just felt foreign. So here I am back to my deadlifting without a belt because I just can't feel normal with it. So I did my drop sets after the wheel work, which I don't think this was a good idea. I'll probably go back to all the work from the floor, then I'll throw the wheels on to do the heavy work or whatever I plan on doing. Doing it in between just really kind of felt awkward. Then brought in back some pause work because these are a great way. Now it's very light. 264 is very light, but I got plenty of time. I'm just trying to build my workload capacity and get used to kind of the cadence of some of these lifts. And then good old good mornings top down. I always used to do these bottom up, but I'm really liking top down good mornings right now. I'm really feeling the hamstring and glute and lower back work with this. So I'll probably keep these in. Maybe like in an off week or a deload, I'll throw the bottom ups. All right, last day of the week. It took me a couple days to get to this because of yard work, and we had a big storm here, so I had to change some things up. But overhead work's just kind of a volume day, just trying to hit as much volume as I can on overhead, which my overhead sucks, but don't need a lot of weight to get a really good workout. Just lats, tries, shoulders, just really kind of hitting it. Then I moved into feet up bench here, if I could ever get through that video. So a little bit of volume, just adding a secondary bench. One would say maybe this is a little bit too much pressing. I would say it is not too much pressing in 1 week. If you take in my torque work, incline work, the overhead work, and this work combined, I think it's less than 30 total sets altogether. So for somebody of my size, I should be able to do that amount of benching in a week. And I would like to slowly increase it a little bit more because when I was the best bencher ever in my mind, when I was the best at benching, I benched a lot. I benched twice a week plus overhead. So, and you see that weird shrug I'm doing over there? That is something that I kind of concocted that I feel in my scaps, traps, everywhere. I really kind of like it.